Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an update on my Project 10 pan. So if you're new to this series, I've got 10 products that I am trying to work through and either use up or hit some sort of goal on. This is a rolling project, so as I use things up, I've been rolling new products into the mix. Unfortunately, this past month I didn't use anything up, but I did make some pretty good progress, especially considering the fact that I actually spent a little over a week out of the country, and so I didn't bring most of this stuff. In fact, I actually didn't bring any of this with me on my trip, so I think I made some decent progress considering that. So I think I'm actually going to start by updating you guys on the makeup this time. In the past, in the last couple of updates, I've started with the non-makeup stuff, so I think I'll kind of switch it up a little bit this time. So I've got 4 makeup products in this project, the first one being the Wet n Wild Smoke and Melrose palette. This was a limited edition eyeshadow palette from long ago, and in case you didn't know, my goal is to use up this matte mauve shade here, and the other shades just get as much use out of as possible, and then I'll declutter it once that mauve shade is used up. I've just had this for so long. It's definitely the oldest, I think, eyeshadow in my collection, if not one of the oldest, so I really just want to get some more use out of it, but then get rid of it. I've made decent progress on this, but I've also been wanting to play with some other eyeshadows this month, so I haven't been reaching for this every single time I do my makeup. We're definitely getting really close to the edges. I don't know if I'll repress this. In fact, I don't think I will repress this once I get really close to the edges, because I just don't think it's worth that. I think I paid maybe $5 for this palette 4 years ago, so I don't think it's really worth the time or effort of repressing it. By the way, I am wearing a shirt. I don't know if that was clear, but yes, I am wearing a shirt. I feel like my hair was covering up the straps there. Just wanted to point that out. But yeah, I guess I made some decent progress on this. I'm just going to keep using it until I feel like I can't really get product on my brush, and then it'll be time to declutter this. So that's how that's going. Next product is also from Wet n Wild. This freaking Reserve Your Cabana highlighter takes forever to get through. Forever. Like, I guess that's a good thing, because you really do get well over your money's worth, I guess, if you like the product. It's a very subtle highlight. I have been wearing it pretty much every day, except that I didn't bring it with me on my trip because I brought something else that saved a little bit more space. So what I've been doing when I want more than just a subtle highlight is I'll put this on first, and then I might go in with a more dramatic highlight on top of it. But this is kind of a nice, like, base level highlight, and it's also nice for days where I don't want to do a full, like, disco ball type of highlight. I do have it on today underneath something else, and I like it. I've been enjoying using it, but I am definitely ready to see it go. I don't know how much longer this is going to take, but I feel like I haven't made any progress. Like, I haven't noticed the pan really expanding all that much, but I'm just going to keep trucking with it. I've also used it as like a brow bone highlight a few times, and even as like a lid shade for eyeshadow, but I don't know. Just gonna keep trying, but it's taking for freaking ever. Next product, this 100% pure dual-ended cream shadow stick. This is a product that has been discontinued, so that's one of the reasons why I want to use it up. The other reason is just that I've had it for a long time. I feel like I really have made a pretty good amount of progress on this. I really should have brought this with me on my trip because it wouldn't have taken up that much space, but I didn't. I still managed to make a decent dent in both sides since last month's update. I don't know how far the pencil actually goes. I don't know how many more times I'll be able to sharpen it before it runs out, but I've been using the deeper, more taupey side as like a lower liner. I actually did that today. And then I've been using the lighter side for just an all-over base shadow, and sometimes like as an inner corner highlight. I even used it today to kind of highlight the lower inner rim, which I don't often do, but just wanted to get more use out of it. So this has been going well. I foresee this getting completely used up within hopefully a month, if not 2 months. The last makeup product is the Sonia Kashuk Shine Luxe Sheer Lip Color in Sheer Melon. I really did not use this a whole lot this last month. I don't really have a good excuse other than I wanted to wear other things. I've worn it a couple times. I made just a tiny bit of progress. I think what I've decided about this is the oldest lipstick in my collection by far. I've had it since December of 2014. I think what I've decided is, since this is such a spring and summer shade, I'm going to keep it through the end of the summer this year, and then whether I use it up or not, it's getting tossed after that, because I've just had it for so long. It's still I mean, it's still fine. It hasn't taken on a weird smell or anything. I mean, I don't think it's expired. I just want to get it out of my collection one way or another. So I'm going to try to get as much use out of it as possible with it being in this project pan. But if it's not gone by the end of the summer, I'm just going to toss it. Okay, so that takes care of all the makeup products. So now let's talk about the non-makeup. First thing is the Everyone Lotion in the Coconut Lemon scent. I actually made more progress on this month than I did the month before. Like I've said before, the reason why this is in the project was just to get me to actually use body lotion, because I've always been really bad about that. So I'd say I've been pretty successful. This is actually a really nice lotion because it doesn't go on feeling super greasy. It definitely sinks into the skin pretty quickly, but it still provides a decent amount of moisture, at least for what I need. So I actually do like this lotion. The next couple of products are hair products. This is the OGX Moroccan Smooth Perfection Blowout Cream. We're still making decent progress. These lines are just kind of approximations at this point because it's really hard to see through this thick plastic packaging. But I don't think it should take too much longer to use this stuff, especially at the rate that I've been using it, because the bottle does get narrower as you get towards the bottom. So I'm hoping that means it'll go down faster that way. But either way, this is a fine product. It's not cruelty-free anymore, so that's why I want it used up. I really just use it as a leave-in conditioner. I don't really know if it does a whole lot for me, but I don't mind using it. So this is kind of funny. At the beginning of this project pan, when I first talked about this dry shampoo, I really complained about how much I did not like it, and it's actually grown on me quite a bit since putting it in the project. This is the Acure Dry Shampoo. I have made a significant amount of progress this past month. I've only got a little bit left, actually. And I think this actually does a decent job soaking up oil. And I've also been using it just as like a volumizing product. I do have relatively fine hair, and so I can always use a little bit of volume. And actually my hairdresser told me that the best thing I can do for like a low maintenance hairstyle for myself is to use some dry shampoo at the roots and like some sea salt spray or texturizing spray at the bottom, which is actually exactly what I did today. And I really like the result. So yeah, this I've been using when I haven't used it specifically to absorb oil. I have just been using it as a volumizing and kind of texturizing product. So I still don't really care for the packaging. It's kind of difficult to apply, so I don't know if I'd go out and repurchase it once it's gone for that reason, just because what I do is I sprinkle it into my hand and then I get it in my hair, but that's just kind of a hassle. I'd rather have something I can spray on. So yeah, I have been making some good progress on this and actually have been enjoying it more than I was at the start of this project. So that's good. Good news there. And then the hair serum I had in here, the Smith Base Coat Serum. This, again, I didn't make as much progress on this month than I did in previous months, but that's okay with me. I do really like this serum. It does a good job just kind of really softening my hair, which I like. I kind of thought that this would go quicker than it has because this is a really small bottle. I really can only use so much of this though, because if I put too much in my hair, it just makes my hair look stringy and greasy and weighed down. So I do have to be careful. I can only really use about a pump and a half of this at a time. Hopefully I'll see more progress in the next couple of months, and then hopefully I can use it up sooner rather than later, because I've had this for quite a while. By the way, I did some experimenting with blue eyeshadow today. This is definitely the most colorful eyeshadow look that I think I've ever done, at least in my adult life. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself actually, because you guys know I'm a very neutral kind of girl. But this, by the way, is the Makeup Geek Foiled Shadow in Pegasus. And I actually did this look kind of following a tutorial. It's really just like matte brown and like beige in the outer corner and crease, and then that blue all over the lid. And yeah, it wasn't too hard. Definitely out of my comfort zone though. I think we only have 2 products left to talk about. First one is this Lush Cup of Coffee Face and Body Mask. Mine is in the 5.2 ounce size. I think there's a bigger size. I'm glad I only got the small size because this has a very short shelf life. It was made on December 8th, and I definitely got it at some point in December. And then it expires, or expired, past tense, April 9th. What's today? I don't even know. It's April 21st today, so it's past the expiration date. I'm almost done with it. I've actually been using it a little bit on my body, too, to kind of speed up the process. I don't think it's gone bad, necessarily. I think it still smells fine and looks fine. but I do hope I can use this up by the end of April, so hopefully in the next week or so. I do really, really like this mask. I just wish it didn't expire so quickly because I don't use masks often enough to be able to fly through something like this, but that's how that's going. And then last but not least, last month I rolled in this Dickinson's Witch Hazel Cleansing Astringent, just been using it as a facial toner, really only in the mornings. I should probably try to start using it morning and night just to get it used up. I only made a little bit of progress on this, but I've really been trying this past month to simplify my skincare routine as much as possible because I'm really trying to get like the perfect skincare routine for me, or at least as close to perfect as possible. So I kind of eliminated a bunch of things because I was breaking out horribly at like the beginning of April. But now that my skin has kind of calmed down, I'm working things back into my routine. So this is back in my rotation. I don't think this is bad for my skin. I don't think it does anything bad. I don't know if it does anything good either, but I'm really just trying to use this up. I do want to move on to some better toners with better ingredients once this is gone. But yeah, not a ton of progress there. I'm going to try to use this more often and maybe even find some more uses for Witch Hazel. I don't know what other ways you can use this for, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm kind of disappointed that this time around I didn't actually use anything up, but I definitely got close on a lot of things, and I'm hoping that by the next update several of these things will be phased out and we can start rolling some more fun things into the project. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. If you want to follow me along on my project panning journey, be sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time.